Hello, this is Kelly French with the Expert Advisors Group at Keller Williams. I am an international listing specialist, primarily helping owners in the UK and Canada sell their properties. So today I'm going to be explaining to you what a seller net sheet is in the selling process and all of the fees that as a seller in the state of Florida that you are responsible for paying. So this is what a net sheet looks like. You'll have right here up at the top the estimated sales price of the property. And then it lists below all of the different fees that are associated with the sale of your property. So the first two lines, you'll see title insurance and related fees and documentary stamps on deed. So both of these are based on the sales price of the home. So if the price changes throughout the process, as we're getting to closing, those will change slightly. The title insurance is similar to an insurance policy that the title company will take out on your property, ensuring that it's free and clear of any liens or anything like that. Doc stamps on the deed is also a percentage of the sales price, and you can see that right here. The next fee is real estate brokerage commissions and fees. So our standard commission in the area is 6%. And if you are not aware of the selling process in Florida, there is always two agents in each real estate transaction, an agent that represents the buyer and an agent that represents the seller. And that real estate commission is split equally between the two agents. Right below that, we have market center commission. So the market center commission is similar to an admin fee that all brokerages charge in the state of Florida. The amount can vary slightly, and it goes to pay for salary positions within the brokerage itself. So we have a lawyer that's on retainer, we have a compliance department ensuring that all the documents and everything is correct and they're all legal. Then they review them, and that market center fee is pooled together to offset some of those salaries. The next fee that you will see on here is property taxes. So we put in the seller net sheet an estimated closing date. So in this example, I have September 1st, and we look at what your most recent tax bill was from the previous year, and then it gives us a proration of what your property taxes are per day. So you, as the current owner, are responsible for your property taxes up until the day that the property sells, and from that day forward, the buyer is responsible. So again, this amount can change based on when your closing date is, but it just gives you an estimated amount of the property taxes for the year that you're responsible for. And then there's two other smaller fees here on the bottom. One is an HOA estoppel fee. If you own a property in an HOA, the title company will send an HOA estoppel request to your HOA for them to fill out, just stating whether or not there are any fees that are associated that you still owe, if you're up to date on your dues, if there's any outstanding requirements that you haven't met, anything like that. They charge a fee that the seller must pay in order to get that request. So we put an estimate in here of $250. Usually it's lower, again, just to give you an estimate. And then similar, the title company will also do a lien search on your property, just to ensure that all of the utilities are paid and are up to date, that you haven't gotten any work done recently that hasn't been paid for, and that there's any liens on your property, such as a new roof or some sort of work, anything like that. Both of those items work towards just clearing the title to ensure that the buyer who is purchasing your property is purchasing a property free and clear of any liens or anything on the property. So if you see here, you'll have your estimated sales price at the top. It subtracts out all of your fees and shows you what your proceeds would be before any mortgages and liens on the property. So if you do have a mortgage on your property, you would just subtract that from your proceeds to get an estimated amount of what what you can expect to take away from the sale of your property. Now, keep in mind, if you are an international seller, you do have a 15% FERPTA withholding, and I have additional information that I can send you on that, on how we can get that down to much lower than 15%. So I hope this answered any questions that you have on the seller's estimated expense sheet. And if you have any specific questions regarding your property, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.